All right, we're live, I hope. Have I got sound? Have I got sound? I've got sound. That's a good start. I've got pictures, I can tell that. G'day, I'm Steve Hay. This is Woodworking Masterclass, or really me just in the shop. Not doing tutorials, I'm just doing work, and I thought instead of me having to be down here by myself listening to music, I might as well have a chin wag and a chat to you lot. So there you go. Got a lot of things I want to do today. I'm just going on to see if it's actually working the way it's meant to, which I'm hoping it is. It is, that's good. Yeah, I've got to fill a couple of holes, which I'll use wax to do that. Then I'm going to prep some parts for French polishing. This is the bed. These are the all back uprights that I ebonized the other day, and I've since put a coat of Van Dyke crystals over the top, and I've got to seal that, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you how. I've got the legs down here. They've got a couple of little holes I've got to fill up on them. They've already been prepped, so they're ready to start the French polishing process, but I want to bring these up. I've got the back rail, I've got the route over the top, and I've got a tester, back tester rail that I don't know what I'm going to do with it at the moment, so haven't got a clue. We'll just have to wait and see, excuse me, what happens. So I was looking at some beds online. I'm just getting the chat out. Where are we? Here we go. Excuse me, bear with me. There we go, and then if I go like that, that goes to there so I can see that, and then the chat comes up and everything's wonderful. Yeah, I was looking at some beds, 4 posters, and the history of the 4-poster bed. The oldest one, they think, there's a few vying for the oldest bed. One of them is Berkeley House in England, a big mansion, and it's had 15 generations sleeping in it. There you go. It dates back to the 1600s, and it was actually put on inventory in the house in 1604, I think it was. So that was interesting. And there was another one they date back to 1540, but when the house or mansion, whatever, was sold, the bed went missing for 400 years, and then it turned up in an auction house. So who knows? But the most, g'day Thomas, how are you, all the way from Norway? Well, welcome. Thank you for dropping in. The most expensive bed I found, I thought mine was going to be dear, but it, I don't know when it was made, it cost £4 million pounds sterling. So it's pretty close to $10 million. And it has 107 kilos of 24 karat gold in it. Mine's not going to be that expensive, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be more than a 2,000 bed from Captain Snooze. Whoops, I've got an ant in here. No, you don't belong here. Go on, off you go. So we will see. I'm keeping a sheet on this, so I'll know how much it's going to be worth. If someone says, oh, that's nice, I can have it. I'm thinking it's going to be well over $50,000. At the moment, it's looking, I think, it might be around $10,000 I've put into it labour-wise so far. That doesn't include materials, but the big cost is when I'm doing the marquetry, of course, which is going to take a fair bit of time. Let me see if I've got some brown wax here. It's not looking good, is it? Oh. Oh dear, what a pity. Hang on, I'll just got to go out to one of the storerooms and I will get some dark brown wax. Be back in the tick. Oh. So I hope, I did have a packet of it here, I hope it's still there. Scooby-Doo, I had to walk around the long way because I've got too much stuff in front of the doorway. Now I think it's here. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, that's gonna be a nuisance if I can't find that. No. I don't know where I can get any more. Last lot I bought was about 30 years ago. Oh, no, wrong colour. I had a packet of it. Mind you, that could have been a while ago too. It's not looking good. So I might have to... What a pity. Oh dear. Might have to come up with some other arrangement just so I can find what I'm looking for. Those of you that just come on, I'm actually outside looking for something in one of my storage rooms. Can't find it. Hello, darling, how are you? You want to come in? Oh, there you go. You can come in and say hi. There you go. Yeah? What do you reckon? You're a good girl, aren't you? This isn't Snoopy. One of Snoopy's sisters. But she was walking around outside and I thought, oh, I'll bring her in. You can nearly be a star. Hey, look. Whoops. Here you go. Look. Don't you start treading on things. Look. You can tell it's not Snoopy, not eating. Oh, there we go. Having a feed now. Is that worth coming in for? Don't tell your friends. So I don't know what I'll call this one. She's got another, Snoop's got another sister very, very similar, and I'm calling her Peanuts. She's just a little bit darker. There we go. You finished all that? Don't you dare poop on my bench. There you go. All right. Yeah, darling, I'll take you outside and you can go be with your girlfriends. Is a good girl, aren't you? Hey? Go on, you go outside. Oh. Well, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I'm actually just going to turn the air conditioner on because it is hot. Oh dear, Let me see. I don't believe I haven't got all of this. Aha! No, wrong colour. I'm going to have to find some somewhere. What I might do is, can't find any wax, I might fill it with shellac. It's this hole. There's just a little hole in here and I don't want to use putty really. So might just go and get a shellac stick. G'day Nathan, how are you mate? G'day Julian, hope you're feeling good today mate. We'll see if we can put a smile on your face. All right, let me see what I got here. This might do. Now I've got to remember what I saw my soldering iron there. Today didn't go off as planned. I thought I'd be a little bit more prepared. But you can't prepare for the unforeseen. So there you go. All right, I'll give this a go. This is another way of fixing holes in things. Let me just, a little reach there, one of those maybe. There we go. What are we on? That there. So what I've got here, these are Lebron shellac sticks, and they're different coloured shellacs that you actually melt into holes instead of using ordinary putty, which tends to sink. You can use this and it stays firm, and this is going to have shellac on it when it's finished anyway. Now, what am I looking for? Is that on? That's on. I'm looking for some tape. That's what I'm looking for. Where is the tape? There's some tape there. Honestly, this 3 days ago I could walk around this workshop. Now, because I've got all these jobs on, I can't. But it's all right. I figure after today, if I can get the lion's share of this done, it can go out and I can get some order in here. Let me see. I want dark brown. That's close-ish. Or I've got black. Don't know. Always go darker. That's my motto. And if I've got to go dark, I'll go the black. G'day, Jeff. Mate, you have been busy, haven't you? Jeff sent me some pictures of the work that he's been doing lately, and I've got to tell you, I am impressed. Oh, okay. I love those lanterns too, Jeff. They were really, really nice. Are they going outside, or are they inside, or undercover, or what? Okay, so what I'm doing here, if I can, I'll show you. I can't really get a close-up, but I've got a hole here, and I've got shellac that I'm actually melting on a soldering iron. To fill in that hole. Oh. There you go. It's nice. Now I'm just going to spread it out. Luckily the knot this is going around was black, so that should be okay. This one here, I might even fill that one too. I've got a crack in the top of that. I wasn't too worried about these when I first made them because they weren't going to be the permanent legs. They were just going to be legs so I could put the bed together and Susie would be happy. But then the more I work with them, I think, oh, I don't know, I don't mind them. But the good thing is I can take them out at any time and either replace them or do something else tricky with them. There you go. All right, that's not too bad. So that's another alternative to filling holes. You don't just use putty. You can use wax, which I prefer, and that's coloured shellac, which is another way of doing it. Now I've got to clean that up. I'll turn this off so I don't burn myself. Put it down here. See if I can find a card scraper. Clean that off, if and I can. Oh, look at that, the chat room's come alive. Hang on, I'll have a chat in a minute. I did put the air conditioner on and then it went off again. Well, I'll put it on again. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to lightly clean this off with a card scraper. I don't really want to pull the colour out of it, so let me do little bits at a time. And there you go. 'Tis done. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll hold it up to the camera. Oh, let me see. Here we go. There you go, it's there. Done a pretty good job of filling it. It was a pretty big hole. So all good. Where's my mouse? Oh, look at that. Okay, what have we got? G'day, Andy. I hope you're feeling good and it went well at the docks the other day, mate. Thiago, hello from Brazil. Well, hello back at you from Brisbane, Australia, mate. Oh, g'day, John, and g'day, John's daughter as well. I think I saw a picture of you both on Facebook. Did your daughter, she got out a certificate or was going somewhere or did something? But anyway, good to have you along, John. Hit the like, hit the subscribe too, if you wouldn't mind. I'm trying to get 100,000, which means nothing to anyone else except me. It means I've actually done something worthwhile in my life. Oh, that's pretty sad, isn't it? Hubie or Hubby, g'day from Wisconsin. Well, g'day back at ya. And yeah, I've got someone, I think, from Russia. G'day to you too. 10 degrees here. Oh, the humidity is about 140%, and it is raining. But yeah, it's just icky weather. I was going to do some spraying today because I've sprayed 2 of the rails for the bed. I've got the 3rd one set up to spray, and then it started to rain. I've got to spray this pillow rail, and I'm not going to cut these down or spray these until I worked out what I'm doing. Oh, the bed head. Here you go. I'll show you. This was the original drawing I did of the bed head. Obviously, that's only half of it. But when I measured it all up, which I did the other day, it's not going to work. So I had to modify it. So that is now going to be the bed. So this here is... Oh, this rail, which will be painted gold with diamonds on it. Then this rail here will be these ones here. And that, I'm just getting the costing at the moment. This is all going to be black steel, so I'm going to blacksmith that. And this will either be black steel or brass, so I haven't worked out which. Same with that, sort of leaning towards black steel actually. I can blacksmith that. Then this oval here, I'm thinking, originally I was going to have marquetry around there, but I'm thinking I might have marquetry on the middle oval, and then this part here, I'll just make a timber frame and put some mouldings on it. And then on the side rails, what I'm going to do, which I was going to do today, but I don't think I've got the bench space for it, is do some parquetry. So I'm going to cut diamonds in ebony veneer, lay it down on a substrate, and then put a timber frame around it. So that's all taken shape. It's all starting to work. Oh, and happy wife too. She's excited. She can actually see it. She'll be sleeping on it by the end of next week. That's the bed frame, not the whole thing put together. I'm giving myself the rest of the year to do all that. Ah, dear, oh dear. Hello, that was interesting. What happened then? I don't know. Oh. Weird. Went somewhere quite peculiar. Are we still live? What happened then? Oh no, we're still going. I don't know, something on this screen just went click and it went somewhere else. But anyway, let me see. Oh, that's nice, the air conditioner's kicking in. Oh, that's nice, Julian, all the better for seeing me, thank you. Okay, got up to 10 degrees here. Jeff, I have sent you more pics of where the lantern stuff. Oh, that'd be good. Built a new deck. Awesome. Well, you're just chatting amongst yourselves, so that's all right. Hey, Trevor! How are you, mate? Oh, you got everything happening, Andy. Hey, Zeno! Oh, it's lovely. It's got to be 12 months, isn't it, since we talked? All right. So what I've done with this, I've got to do to this other thing, but I'll do this one here first. I'm going to, as I said, French polish this. So in order to do it, there's different schools of thought. This particular method I use works for me. I've had some people tell me it won't work. Well, I'm sorry, but it does work because I've done it on many pieces of furniture, and I find, I'm looking for some painter's points, I find it is very satisfactory. So what I did first, or what I tried that didn't work, just to let you know my failures, I tried to mix some Van Dyke crystals with vinegar, and it just didn't work. It wouldn't dissolve properly. So I was really ticked off about that, because I thought I could then ebonize and put a stain on at the same time. Doesn't work. So I had to ebonize first, which I did the other day, and that was just using this ebony solution, which is steel wool and white vinegar. The steel wool will melt into the vinegar, and then I strain it through a coffee filter to get all the gnarly bits out, and now I've got a nice ebonizing solution. Works on most timbers. Then what I did, I mixed up a solution of these things, oh, not a solution, a whack of that stuff there, they're called, hang on, see if I can get it out of the, there you go. Lebron again, g'day Carol, Van Dyke crystals, and there, you know when you see people say, oh, it's walnut, which is absolute rubbish, because walnut trees and walnuts are not the colour of a walnut stain. But this is made from crushed walnut husks. So that's where you get the walnut colour from. It actually comes from walnut husks. Here we go. A traditional and a natural water-based wood dye made from walnut husks, with which different depths of brown can be achieved. It's lovely. Now, word of caution here, if you're ever using it, Big problem, it's soluble, which is a big plus and a big problem. It's a big plus because if you don't like it, all you do is you could stain that and you go, I don't like it. Put it under the tap, it'll wash off. So that is a great bonus. A spirit stain, you put it in, bang, it's there forever, you can't get rid of it. This stuff you can wash off. The downside is you've got to be really, really careful what finish you put over the top. If I put straight shellac on this, I'd rip the colour right out of it and the stain wouldn't be there anymore. So what I do is I put raw, because I'm going to French polish this, I put raw linseed oil over the top and then the shellac will adhere to that, and I've just got to line these up. The shellac will adhere to that, and then in the process of French polishing, as I'm pulling the shellac, which is a part of the French polishing is a 4-stage process. Filling, bodying, pulling and spiriting off. Or is this pulling, I think. Anyway, what happens because the shellac is hygroscopic, it will allow the oil to come to the surface and you can take the oil out. And that way, the shellac will then sit on here and not take the stain out. So when I'm going to do this and the oil, what I use is raw linseed oil, not boiled linseed oil, because boiled linseed oil has a drying agent in it. And you don't want a drying agent because you want that oil to stay wet. So it will pull through the shellac. So raw linseed oil. And the colour will not come out. If you look at that, there's no stain coming off on there. Whereas if I put straight shellac on there, I can guarantee the water stain will come out. So just unless someone's just laid an egg, give it a nice even coat all the way up. Try not to get dribbles. And then I'll let this sit for a couple of days for the oil to soak in. It won't dry, but it will soak in a little bit, which I don't mind. And then I'll do it live. I'll brush on a few coats of shellac, which I'm just using ordinary gold flakes on this one. Nothing flash, just gold flake shellac. Normally, I like using de-wax blonde, but because this is a dark timber and it's not going to have any marquetry in it, I don't care. Eventually, the gold shellac will yellow, and if you're doing it over veneer, particularly light veneer, it will go yellow, whereas de-wax blonde doesn't yellow. But because this is already a walnut stain, clever, I don't care if it goes yellow, it's just going to make it look darker. So that's the story with that. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I was looking mainly at 4-poster bed testers to see what was around, and came across this one that cost the equivalent of $10 million. It's got 107 kilos of 24 karat gold in it. So I said to Sue, I love you, darling, but I ain't putting that much into it. and she could see my point. She could see my point. I've got to do this. I've got to do on that one there. I've got another one to do, and then I'll route the rail and ebonise that. Not sure what I'm going to do with the back tester. Perhaps I should, I don't know, I know I've got to run a plane down it. So we get some hand tools in too, because I noticed it's got machining marks on it. And if you're lying in bed looking up, you'll see the machining marks, and that will annoy me. Okay. There we go. Oh, you pooh-bah. Oh, long way down. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's just nice. You don't want to sort of stop halfway along, because you can get marks where you stop. Get all the excess dribbles and runs off. Okay, dry cloth. That's looking quite good. So I'll leave that for a couple of days, and you'll see I've only got oil on there. There's no stain coming off. I'll just put this up over there, and I'll grab the other one. Have I done yet? No, I haven't done yet. I'll show you what the ebony's going to look like on a little look here. This is the other back upright, and this is Ebony Veneer, which I'm going to put, so you'll just, obviously it's not going to be raggy like this, but what I want to do is diamonds, and then I'll have that framed in a gold frame. Don't know at this stage if I'm going to put brass on it as a frame, or if I'm going to do a metal one. I don't know. A metal one, a wooden one. Don't know, haven't decided. Let me have a chat. Oh, talking about coffee's about, oh mate, you're right, you're on. I'll have one. Just because you reminded me. Thanks, Andy. Would have forgotten about it. Haven't got me coffee pods from Woodlands Coffee yet, but I got a message from Peter the other day and he's going to catch up with me next week. So I'm excited about that. Now, what do I... Oh, bed is going to look awesome. The rails, they're up sitting on, and you know, you look at something, yeah, you know how big it is, but honestly, when I put the bed rails with these 2 feet at the bottom, it's massive. It really is. In my mind, it wasn't that big. It's not quite as big as a bed of Ware, which is supposedly the biggest bed made in the 1500s. I don't know how many people had slept, but it was huge. It was 3 metres by 3 point something metres, a massive bed. Bed of Ware, W-A-R. It's in the Victoria Albert Museum now. It was made for a guy that owned a hotel, and he wanted to get people dropping in when they were going from Cambridge to London. And so he commissioned this bed to be made as a bit of a tourist attraction. Apparently people used to go there and they'd, why not getting coffee? And they'd carve their initials in it. That's great stuff. All right, what are we up to? G'day, David. David Land, hello. Thanks, Anna. No, it is. It's nice to be back. Ah, there we go, Andy. I'm not getting anything there. What's going on? I meant to be getting coffee, but nothing. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, my water. My water gizmos come off. There you go. We'll try it again. Now it's flashing. There you go. Oh, I'm happy. See, it's starting to fill up. Anyway, where are we up to? Zeno, yes, it's good to be back. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Jared, g'day, mate. I got bickies too, I think. I did have chocolate. I might have some chocolate in there too. I don't know. I'll check it out in a minute. Hey, Steve, a mate of mine who is... Well, not many people are going to complain, are they, Trev? You do a good job. Walnut, look, I was staining yesterday. In fact, no, I wasn't staining today, but I just used hand cleaner and it comes out. It's great stuff, Brenda. Love it. And the thing is, if it's not strong enough, you just put more in it to make it stronger. Or if it's not strong enough, you give it another coat and it'll go dark. No, it's good stuff. Hey, who can remember Deadly Ernest? Was it Andy? Oh, this chat's going. Oh, I know what it is. I got my mouse on the board, but the laser's not on the board. You idiot. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. That's better. He was dead earnest, that's what Andy said. Okay, to Trev. Who can remember on Channel 10, way back in the 60s, when they used to have Fright Night, and Deadly Ernest used to host it. He used to be my neighbour when I lived in Sydney. Ian, well, he wasn't my neighbour, but his girlfriend was, Jill. And, yeah, So there you go. Bit of history for those people that are as old as me that can remember Sydney. Hey Randy, how are you? I got to look at you want to say, hey Randy, how are you? I finally sprung for things. Oh, yeah, you can't live without one, can you? Once you get one, that's it. I've got to be selling one of mine. I've got to sell my old thicknesser. It's been an absolute Trojan for me for so long, but I've upgraded, so time to sell it. Just got to get around to put it on Gumtree or Marketplace or whatever. Then I was going to sell my jointer as well and upgrade that, but for $800, I and put a helix head in it, and boy, does that make a difference. It is a joy to use. Here we go. Now, what am I going to do? I'll do other side first. Oh, that's a good thing about where I am, Andy. I don't know. I could work here at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'd upset the chickens because they're pretty close. But not neighbours. Although I reckon come about 7 o'clock, that's it. I'm ready to go to sleep. Although I was going to stream yesterday, because Sue and I, we went out and did some things, and I wanted to do what I'm doing now, and I said, I'll just go down and stream. And I looked at the clock and it was 7 o'clock, and I thought, this is silly, because if I start streaming, I'll be here till 9, and I'll be in the bad books, so I'll just leave it and I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Which is what I'm doing. It was interesting when I ebonised this, it really went green, almost like sassafras. So I'm thinking, I haven't got much of this timber left. And by the time it all goes in the bed, there's not going to be much left. Okay. I'll wipe that down, then I'll do the front face. And then I think we'll get in and do some router work. Handheld, not on the machine. Ooh, it's a bit rough. Still, she'll be good. She'll be right. I have learnt through experience, some days good enough is good enough, or else you never get anything finished because, oh no, it's not quite right, oh no, it's got to be perfect. Sometimes it just has to be finished. And I think this bed's one of those projects that it's more important it gets finished than it's perfect. Oh, here we go. Where's all those? Oh. Bloody things, I had a heap of them. My arse fell down there. Wait a minute, I'll just go downstairs. There we go. Ooh. That can go there and there. And that can go there and there. There you go. That's better. Much more friendly. Okay. Now they do say that when you've finished with a rag you've had linseed oil on, throw it away, outside. Don't put it in the bin because they can spontaneously combust. I've never seen it. People have told me they've seen it, but I have never seen it. So I err on the side of caution, and throwing it on the floor is just as easy as throwing it in the bucket. So that's what I do. Okay. All right. That can go over here. And tomorrow I will start shellacking those. So we might mix up some shellac before the end of the stream, just see how we go for time. Oh. All right. Where's my mouse gone? It's good, isn't it? I tried to me shut up and I can't find anything. Oh, I found my coffee. All right, where did I put my mouse? There. Okay. Do. I've seen that happen, Trevor. I have seen that firsthand, especially if you put too much on. No, it wasn't French polish, actually, it was lacquer. It was a big table down in Coffs Harbour. And they didn't allow the time for the lacquer to cure properly. It was hard to touch. And this lady put a big vase of flowers on a doily. To this day, as far as I know, that doily impregnation pattern is still in the top of the table. I did one, I was doing an exhibition, one of the very few exhibitions I've ever got into, and I'd finished a Federation-style sideboard. It was out of a really, really pretty piece of flooded gum. Not flooded gum, river gum. And I French polished it with button lac, which is a red French polish, and I had to get it in to the gallery, I think it was by 11 o'clock, and I'd French polished it the day before. Picked it up, wrapped it in the blanket, put it in the back of the truck, drove in there, and when I got in there, the blanket was stuck to the top. So I had to get an extension, take it home, strip it back, repolish it, and when I took it in standing up. Well, I think one of the kids was in the back of the van hanging onto it so it didn't fall over. So there you go. G'day John! G'day John! That's better. I've got to remember to look at the screen when I say hello to people. I tell you what, there's a lot of laymen wounded out there at the moment, isn't there? So I hope you're all getting better soon and getting well too. Winters, g'day mate. Oh yeah, John, I reckon they're absolutely great. In fact, I bought these from America. They're a ridiculous price here in Australia, and I bought 20 of them, I think, from, might have been from Walmart, I don't know, but anyway, it might have been Highland Woodworkers, I don't know. Landed here, they worked out to about $1 each. And they are brilliant. They really are. You can do the same thing if you just get bits of wood and put nails through it, but these are plastic. They're generally softer than timber, whereas you'll find nails will mark your timber. And if you have a mishap like I had then where it slips off, it'll definitely scratch the fibres of the timber. So yes, I recommend painters' pyramids. Oh, Matthew, you're a good lad. You can come over here and do my dishes anytime you like, mate. Oh, that's true. Yeah, 3D printer might do them. The only we bought a 3D printer for the grandkids for school. And, oh, yeah, it was all the rage about the first 3 days. And I don't think anyone's used it since. It's just they take a long time. Not as long as beds. Oh, dear. Oh, look at this. I can see my bench now, almost. I think that's a fairly small price to pay, Trevor. In fact, you should spring and buy her some of her own. She may as well still come and pinch yours, though. Well, Susie commandeers my sewing machines. Well, she hasn't touched the new industrial I bought the other day, so can't complain. No, her big embroidery machine, we took it in for a service a couple of weeks back, got it back, and she started doing something, and within a very, very short space of time, it was doing what we sent it in to get the service done. So she was not a happy girl, but we went in yesterday and the people were very nice and apologised. They'd have another look at it, and whatever it was they'd fix for free because it should have been fixed before. And I thought, yep, that's good. It's nice when you get people that back their product and back their service department. Oh, okie dokie. Now, what am I going to do? I've got to find a router. I might just clean this off first. How much of this all got? You don't get much for your buck there, do you? All right, we might, yeah, I might mix some of that up later on. That's the round over bit I want. That can go in there. That can open. I'll get a biscuit out of there. And I'll get a pencil from over here. Stir my caffeine up. Someone said to me the other day, when you do that, do you know a cockroach could have been crawling on that? My answer was yes. Does the cockroach know it's been in my mouth though? So it's quid pro quo. All right. Ebonising solution. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? That'll do. Okay, we'll do that in a tick. Put this over here. Look at that. How organised. He's got bench space. Got no floor space, but got bench space. Oh. La-dee-dee-dee-dee. Hello, Matthew. Geez, you're a good son. Oh. All right. Now, I'm going to make a big mess and blow this all over the place. Oh, there. Now, when I walk around, my wood turning shed's reasonably tidy. The blacksmithing shop is an absolute mess. Here is a mess. I just have these mad fantasies about keeping it all clean one day and being able to work without tripping over stuff. I don't know, perhaps it's not in my dharma to do that. It might be just, it's not for you. And it's fun when it's messy because you have the joy of finding stuff you forgot you had. Okay. All right, let me just blow this rubbish out of all. By the end of my blowholes. Here it is. I can see the screen a lot better too. Right. Okay. Now, change around a bit. Oh. Amazing, I can even find the spanner. Oh, good on you, Andy. You slipped that one in nicely. Did you think I wouldn't notice? As I said at the beginning of the year, music stand's going to be finished this year. Theo, if you're watching. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, once I get this bed done, all I really want to do is make bee boxes. I just love making bee boxes. It's funny, I had a look at some of my hives the other day. These are native bee boxes. They're not like honeybees at all. And just where I've got them in different places of the garden, some have gone absolutely ballistic and they're starting to produce honey already. And other ones are sort of, yeah, I don't know, still getting used to the neighbourhood. It's one of those things. Okay. Now, it's interesting. Have I got that? I've got two of those. Oh, okay. Oh. I want this to be about there. Okay. You're not going to see this, so it really doesn't matter where I put it or how I do it. We will put a squirt of water in here though. This is the back rail to the bed, which, as I said, you won't see. But nonetheless, I would like to have it routed over, and at least then I know it's good. See, you put some water in there, get up this end and I'll pick the bench up. I'm not going to though because it's too heavy. Oh. Thanks for sticking up for me, Julian. They're sitting over there. They're mocking me. G'day, Vinny. Oh, mate, Portsea. Nearly an old stomping ground. Yeah, Susie's. Oh, hang on, what do you mean? How is the sewing craft room coming? You mean Susie's new sewing room that really is a bit of everything at the moment? It will eventually be a sewing room because I've got an industrial sewing machine in there. So it's to my benefit. Shouldn't say that. It's true. Oh, at the moment, yeah, one of my sons, I bought him a lathe and what have you, and he's got all that set up there, but he hasn't come over for so long. We're thinking, that's it, we will reclaim the bench, the shed space. Yeah, we all know. We appreciate, Vinny. We know. Yeah, I can identify with that, Julian. I'm regularly doing that. Good thing is, I've got timber you can't buy anymore, so I can't go, oh, I'll go buy. What I did is stupid. I'll show you this stuff here, which I've got to, do later on as well. Oh, dear. Now this is what I'm going to have as the planks for the bedboard to go on, and also for the support and the runners. It's Japanese cedar, and originally I was going to use pine. I thought I'll just get some pine and put it in, that'll be cheap enough. I went to the big box warehouse to get a price on it, and it came in at nearly $400. So I thought, I've got 4 cubes of this, I might as well use this. It'll most likely work out dearer, but the thing is I've got it, I've already paid for it, so I might as well use it. And it will give the bed a nice fragrance. It's got a really nice sweet smell to it. It looks a little bit, I don't know if you're still there, Jeff, but it looks a little bit like aromatic cedar. Might be the same family. I've got a heap of aromatic cedar veneer over there. Oh, so I'm going to cut that up later on, and I'm also making bee boxes out of that at the moment. All right. Yeah, pretty much the cleanest I've seen it too, Vinny. Oh dear. Yeah, Sue's doing well though. She's up in the house at the moment. Well, I think I've got a concrete floor, but I've got a lot of rubber mats around. What do I do? Oh, that was what I told you the other day about the blooming biscuit jointer. Picked it up, didn't have it for more than 20 minutes and broke it. Good on me. That's good call, Andy. Anyone on the chat not been in the hospital recently? Yes, me. I don't like going. They're full of sick people. You go in there to check the meter and you come out dying or something. Oh, righto, let's go. What do you want? I'll give you this shot. There you go. Oh, good on you, you idiot. I put the cord underneath it, so it wouldn't have been long enough. Now, before you turn it on, make sure it's turned off. Turn the switch off, plug it in, then turn the switch on, then pick up the machine. Okay, so this one's got to go down this way and then come back up the other way. All right, I'm going all the way down here. Oh, you mongrel, come here. Let's get caught over the chair. There we go. Just a little bit, little bit too low. So I'm just going to adjust this up. Okay, loosen it off a bit, give her a click, and see how we go here. Ooh. Good enough. And down the other side. Okay. Just seeing if it's got any sheening marks on it. I don't think it has. What I will do now, I'll blow all that muck off. Nice clean bench, look at that. That's me coffee. Oh well, you'll be right. Okay. Oh. Sander. Bit of 120 or 180. Wherever I can find. 180 looks good to me. Give it a bit of a clean up. Ah! It's heavy. Oh, I saw a quote today. I thought it was brilliant. Clint Eastwood apparently turns 91 on Monday. There's a photograph of him, and someone was saying to him, "What are you going to be doing now?" He said, "Oh, I'm going to start a new movie." And the answer was, "How are you going to start a new movie? How do you work that hard when you're as old as you are?" He said, "It's easy. I get up in the morning and I don't let the old man in." I like it. I like it. Well, the other nice one I had a mate the other day, he put a post. I can't believe it. I spent a half an hour looking for my phone in the back of the car, using the torch of my phone. And I wrote back, I said, "Yeah, I've done that before." "Oh," he said, "I wouldn't admit to that." I said, "Mate, I'm old enough not to give a stuff." There you go. I got to say, I was just looking at this, and I didn't think there was any machining marks on it. And then when I had a real close look, yeah, it's got machining marks from the Helix cutter. Goodness, they're so easy to get out. To think in my early days I would be doing this with a sanding cork. Oh! The guy who taught me wood carving, Lawrence Otto, used to say, "I don't know what it is about this traditionalism. If Chippendale had a router, he would have used it." I tend to agree with him. Okay, now I'm just going to knock an arrow off of this, which I could do with a plane, but I think I'll use a router. Let me just get another little router bit. Oh, gee, that's nice when I walk in front of that air conditioner. Very nice indeed. Well, that's not going to work because it hasn't got one of those on the end of it. That might. That could work just as well. This one. Oh, wrong camera. This one. I'm pretty sure that's the one profile I've got on here. Let's have a look, see. Yep. That's a little Vegemite. Oh. Tell you what, I've got done here. Let's see, where are we up to? Oh, Max, Trevor. I think Max was talking to Trevor the other day, and Theo was talking to Trevor, and I think young Max has got some problems with his feet, I think. G'day, Shannon, how are you? Lovely to have you back in the shed, mate. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Craig, hi. Don't jinx yourself. No, look, it's only the tables that you need. I'll tell you what. Memory boost to be good with. Oh, there is. Only router tables I have issues with. Hand routers, I've got no dramas with hand routers. I do have problems with directions though. I wanted to loosen it, I was tightening it. There we go. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was wondering about that when I was going by. Did you notice? Yeah, no, it stayed on there. So, now it just dropped off when I wasn't doing anything. Oh, putting that stuff together in a minute. Yeah, I did like a bit of timber inside. You never hurt anyone. It's the same with metal. You're meant to have iron in your blood. Yeah, Max, you should come on. Where are you, Max? Yeah, that was sad, wasn't it? Meatloaf. Oh, no, I haven't done that. I've dialed my to make it ring to find it using my iPad. No, I've done that at night time. I'll get the house phone because I've got a few sheds. I can't remember when I had the last phone because I'm not married to it. And yeah, I'll walk around the yard. Oh, it's in the truck. Or if it's in the back of the truck, yeah, good luck trying to find that. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I saw his name. I didn't know what his real name was. But it's just Meatloaf. There you go. Oh, there you go, Sam. Thanks for that. See, I saw that this morning. I forgot it already. Oh, dear. Move the coffee. No, I'll tell you what. I'll take a punt. I'll give it a 50-50 chance of going in. Yeah, there you go. Got a holy paper, so don't keep some goes in there. It's all right. All right. Let's rock and roll. Oops, too much. Turn that off. And we'll just bring that up a bit to about there. Let's try that. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? There you go. I thought it was cutting a bit easy. That's for the uninitiated, you're meant to go in the opposite direction to rotation. Or else it will got a life of its own. Need a little bit more water in there or a bit more strength. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that'll do. A lot to be said for cordless stuff. Oh, how long is it gonna wood? Okay. That's it. Ba-dee-doo-doo-doo. Okay, now I've done this, I'll ebonise it. It won't be getting diamonds in it and it won't be getting painted gold. But it will be getting ebonised and stained. After this, I've got some gluing up to do. How did we go? Oh, no, that was all right. There's not much in there at all. Okie dokie. That can go there, that can go there, that can go there. Oh. Ah. Oh. Sorry if any of that went on your lounge room floor. Okay. Right. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that'd be good to get them on. G'day, Ben. How are you, mate? No good for fishing today. Yeah, look, I'm sort of sick of it, but I'm not sick of it. I'm sick of it because it won't make us mind up, but I'm quite happy with it because it's not as hot as it usually gets in summer, and all the fruit trees and everything I've put in are dying. So I'm quite happy with that aspect of it. Okay, now do you want to see this or shall I do that? Silverfish. I don't know. Let's do that. There you go. For you that didn't see it the other day, this is ebonising blush alder. And when it's dry, it actually goes almost a greeny sort of colour. And the reason I do this, it's just a personal thing. Before I stain it, it gives me a darker base to put my stain on. And I just find it gives me a nicer, darker brown. Now this solution I'm using, for those that are new, it's steel wool and ordinary white vinegar. It takes a couple of weeks. Look, you don't need steel wool. You can use rusty old nails, rusty old bits of metal. It doesn't matter. The reason I like steel wool is because it'll actually melt. Whereas if you're using rusty old nails or bits of metal or stuff like that, it does get a lot of gunk in it. Steel wool is quite clean. I found a full roll of steel wool out near one of my timber piles. Obviously I'd emptied the back of the truck and it had fallen there, and I didn't pick it up, so it's all rusty. So I bought another few litres of vinegar and I'll just soak it, so I haven't wasted the money on the steel wool. I'll get something good out of it that I can use. And for me, it's one of the nicest stains out. It's a chemical reaction. It reacts with the tannin in the timber. So what's happened, I've sanded this at 80 grit, and I will guarantee when this is dry, it would have raised the grain. But because it's a chemical reaction, it goes deeper than a surface stain. So I can then, and that looks quite pretty, I can then sand it back with 240 and the colour will still be there. I won't lose any colour. I'll tell you something else I'm trying to do too. I'm open to any suggestion. I got in. Let me just work this out first and then I'll talk. I want to publish some books, and more so I want to do audio books, which I've written. Nothing to do with woodwork whatsoever. And years ago, I had a period where I was a professional speaker or corporate speaker, and I wrote some books when I was doing that, and they were on CD, and I used to sell them. But I'm at the stage now where I would really like to put them online somewhere, but I don't want to necessarily put them on Woodworking Masterclass because they're so far removed from woodworking. It's just not the same. I don't know, it might be the same audience, I don't know. But I was looking, there's one called Wattpad, which looked quite interesting, and another one called Radish, I think. So if anyone's got any suggestions out there, my dad was an author, and I guess I got some of his creative genes. I've got two books I've completed and had published, and there's one I don't know if I will finish, but there's another one I definitely want to finish, and it is it's not about woodworking, but it's about a woodworker. And it was really interesting because it wasn't until I reread it that I finally realised it was biographical. And then I got to a stage in my life where I didn't know where I was going or what I was going to do. And lo and behold, the character in the book hit the same brick wall. Didn't know what it was doing, didn't know what it was going to do. And I revisited it several times and thought, oh, I've got to get back into that, because my dad used to say, and it's so true, the saddest thing about writing is when you finish a book, you've got to say goodbye to your characters. And it's true, because they become a part of you. I don't know if you're a creation of them or they're a creation of you. It's one or the other. And with 2 of the books, I was going to do a series of 7, but I just sort of lost the plot. But they are the same characters as they're growing up. Whereas the one that's sort of autobiographical, he's a totally different character. But I'd love to get that finished. But I don't know if I can get it finished because I don't know how my life's going to end. Don't know. Now that looks absolutely pretty. I love that colour. It's not a stain. It's a chemical reaction. So I'm just going to put that up against the wall if I can. Oh! I don't really want to use my hands because I'm going to mark it with finger marks. Well, I think I'm just going to have to take the plunge and do it. So yeah, if anyone's got any ideas about publishing, I would be interested. What are we up to? Oh, so please, I've got an air conditioner here. And that stain, well, that was $1.20 for a bottle of vinegar. I think it's $1.40 now. And some steel wool, which wasn't very expensive. And you've got this beautiful glaze or transformation fluid, if you like, that really can make a difference to your job. And it gives you a colour that no one else can copy. It's not as if it's a brand name stain or something like that. And it's natural. It will do whatever the wood wants to do. If this particular one, it turns a bit greenish. I'm just looking at the 2. The difference between, actually I'll swing the camera around and you can see it. Oh, the difference between purely, there you go. So the one on this side here, that's the one I've just ebonised, and then I've got the pillow bar that I've got in gold. Then next to it, that's been ebonised and also had the, what is it? Van Dyke crystals added to it. And there you go, I'll show you how messy my shed is. They're all bee boxes I've got to finish. There's bee boxes I've got to finish there. There's bee covers, more bee boxes there. And my table saw is an absolute mess. So if anyone says their shed's messy, okay, I've just given you something to aspire to. Oh dear. Let me go back. There, that looks good. Oh, right. Oh. T-Bone, g'day Daryl, how are you, mate? I gotta stop looking down there. G'day Daryl, how are you? Rude, isn't it? Kane, g'day. Bots are back. Oh, is that what those things are? I didn't know what they are. I don't care. You're good for the garden, Steve. All this rain might have to tackle the shop today to stock up on gear. I'm sure. I've got the poo pits getting empty next week, and we're on biocycle here, which is a fancy way of saying expensive high-tech septic. And it hasn't been done for 20 years, so it's about time it got emptied. But the weeds, the weeds would have to be 700 high, and I can't see the tanks. I've got to get in there and clean that out. And the water, the rain is good because it's made the ground soft, so instead of going in with a brush cutter or a weed whacker, I can just pull them out. But then you get covered in those things. So I'm going to wear some gnarly old clothes that can go straight in the bin. Oh, I just hate those farmers' friends. They're everywhere. Cobblers, pegs, or yeah. There was a bit of sawdust that sunk. I didn't see that floating on the top. There you go. Got it. Ah, dear. Dun, 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 dun. No, I should do that, shouldn't I? Now, hang on. Someone asked me what router I like. Who was that? Where was that? Look, it depends. It's so that one. I thought it was a new router, but I've had it for nearly 30 years. The other one I like is DeWalt style. That's not a plunge router, but yeah, Makita. I think I've got. What have I got? I've got 3 Black & Deckers, 3 Makitas, 2 DeWalts, so 3 Makitas, 2 DeWalts, 3 Black & Deckers, 8. Yeah, and look, they all work. I don't like the screamers. I like that one particularly. I like because it's soft start and a break at the end. And the DeWalt ones, which you might have seen me use in the other shed and sometimes here, they've got a screw macro adjustment, so it goes down on a rack and pinion setup, and I like those a lot too. And then I've got that one over there, I suppose. There's 9. Now, what are we doing now? Oh, glue up. Let's do a glue up. That sounds like good fun. Whoa, that's my phone. Who's that? Oh, that's my son. Wait a minute. Got to talk to him. Hello, my boy. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. What's going on in your world? Well, come on out. I'm streaming at the moment, but I will stop when you turn up. Woodwork related. Hang on, I've just got to tell the people. You can say that again. You're waiting for what?
Help woodwork related.
Hey, look at that. Dad is going to actually become useful. That's wonderful. Now I'll take you off speaker just in case you say rude words. Yeah. All right, I'll keep you on speaker. Go on, tell me.
All right, so I got from my partner's parents, they gave us like a mini projector. It's about, I reckon, 10, 15 centimetres squared. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I want to get like something that I can slide down the back of the bed, and it's like a shelf that'll kind of pop up, and then I can put the projector on it, and then when we're not using the projector, we can pop it back down. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
So you reckon you've got some stuff there and a bit of know-how, we can get that done today?
Oh, most likely got stuff. I don't know about the know-how, but we'll give it a shot. If not, we'll stream it and some of these clever people can tell us how to do it.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to your stream then, mate.
All right, mate. What do you reckon, an hour, a couple of hours?
Yeah, for half an hour to get ready, an hour and a bit for the drive, so probably 2 hours, I reckon.
All right, well, the chooks are squeezed out 15 eggs, so you can have some nice fresh ones as well.
Sounds good, mate.
I'll tell Mum, she'll get all excited.
Sure she will.
All right, darling. Love ya. See ya.
Right,
bye. Hey, how cool's that? My son's coming to visit. Yay! Oh, I'm all happy now. See, Julian, isn't it nice when your kids look after you, even if they do want something? Anyway, who cares? What am I going to do? I'm going to do glue up. That's it. Oh. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Yeah, it's quite funny. That's Luke. When we first got the chickens, I said, oh, mate, do you want eggs? No, I don't eat eggs. So, just give us half a dozen. His partner, she loves them apparently. So the next time we went over to visit, oh, could you bring us a dozen eggs? Yeah, no worries. It took a dozen eggs. Then we get a phone call. Could you bring over 2 dozen eggs? So that's it. Chickens are doing well. Okay. So these are going to be, it's interesting. How come that's, oh well. These are going to be the tops and bottoms, excuse me, of the beehives. So what I'm going to try and do is match them up as well as possible, and we will glue them. And that's going to be quite easy to do, since I find the glue and get a brush. Australian ecologists are worried about the disappearance of bees all over Australia. Then they found they were... dear, my little native ones. I tell you what, they took exception to me having a look at them yesterday. One of the hives decided they express their displeasure because they're gorgeous little bees. They don't sting or anything like that. But if they want to attack you, they can bite. It's like an ant's bite. I've never been bitten. But they get into you. They get into your ear. They get up your nose and you're trying to get them out. Oh dear, oh dear. It's all good fun. Okay. So I have changed the way I'm making these slightly. It's going to be easier. And these were meant to be finished this week. I'm sorry, Tim, but things just happened. But we're on the move now. Definitely on the move now. Okay, that can go there, that can go there. And we will clamp that up and see what happens. They're fractionally oversized, so that's good. Oh. There you go, done. I tell you what, I've said it before. Sue and I are watching this show called Resident Alien. It is the funniest show. It's got a lot of satire in it. Yeah, no, we are enjoying it. Okay, we might put that one there, that one there, that one there. So we go there, there, and there. It's a lot easier, isn't it? What are we up to? I was going to have a rant about something the other day. I forget what it was. Dishwasher, but no, there was something else. Oh, it was a good one. I forgot what it was now. It might come to me. I should remember it because Sue copped it. There we go. La da 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 dee. La da da dee. I had weird dreams last night. Oh. I don't know how it happened. The car broke down in the middle of the road and I knew what it was. I thought, I'll fix it for this guy. This is in my dream. And it was just missing, so I just needed adjustment on timing or whatever it was. And the new breed of mechanic, now I don't want to tread on anyone's toes here, but the new breed of mechanic that rely reasonably heavily on analytical equipment instead of just common knowledge, came over to help me fix this car. And they bought this trolley with all these goods. They had this little dog, and the little dog ate the rotor button out of this distributor. And I said, well, I can't fix it now. New age mechanics were going, why? What do you need that thing? The dog just said, what does it do? Oh dear, the dumb things you dream about. Okay, I know I'm getting dribbling now. I told you about that comment I got once. Someone put something up, I posted it, and the comment was, yeah, this guy used to be good, but he's lost it now. Or he's losing it. Don't care, I'm old enough not to give a stuff. There you go. That's two. Ran a couple of days ago about photographing food. Did I? I know what they do to food is not food when they photograph it, I'll tell you. There was something, I don't know, it might have been the supermarket. I know I wasn't happy. There we go, we'll do that one. And that one. That one. There. Okie dokie. So. Actually, there's a whole lot of getting on that writing thing. There's a whole lot of new apps come up, and there's one, I forgot what it's called, it might be Radish, I don't know. And they want you to tell stories. Now, in my day, a story was a story, but no, this is, you can record your story, but it can't be more than 2 minutes. Take me 2 minutes to get to the blooming subject matter. No, I don't know what it was. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be ignoring you. I'm in the zen of a glue up. Oh, now I'm excited. My son's coming over. He's most likely excited too because he gets his Christmas presents. And then my other son, who is in Sydney, he wants to live up here too, so it'll be really good. I'll have all my family up here, which I would love. This is Type 1 by the way, so it's waterproof. John, haven't heard of Steve Red in a while going through withdrawals. Mate, I tell you what, I've had them. I tell you what makes me laugh. I laugh all the time. I see someone driving down the road and I'll give them a gobful. Silly old so-and-so, and they're younger than I am. Dear. But I like that one of Clint Eastwood I said to you before. Trick is don't let the old man in. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. Fair dinkum. Some people, I won't tell you where I live, but there's actually a community page on Facebook. And people just beggared disbelief. Oh, can anyone tell me if the supermarket's got any toilet paper? What? Can't you get off your seat and go and have a look? Or here's a clue. Why don't you ring the shop up and ask them? Oh. I'm going to have a good rant about roadside pickup, but I won't. Because we're having one soon. I'm looking forward to it. And mine's going to be the messiest place out. Because I've got so much rubbish I want to stick out there. And then you get all the bin divers, all the skip divers come around and take all your stuff. So you think, oh, I've got too much roadside pickup, won't pick it up. Yes, they will. By the time the roadside pickup comes around, all the scroungers have come around and knocked all your stuff off. Unbelievable. Mind you, one man's trash is another man's treasure, so who am I to cast upon that? Boom. There you go, let's see. You can. No, you don't want to see me putting it together, it's boring. Let me put this over here. There you go. What have we got? Hang on, where are we? Ran for a couple of days and Father Travis hit me over the head with the book. Said she remembered our teacher hit me with the book. I remember we used to have teachers. My kids went to a private school and they used to throw chalk dusters at them. Chalk dusters. That's it. Can't do that now. I suppose you'd have to throw a writable white screen at them or a keyboard. I used to like it when you went to school and you were told to go to the cupboard and get the cane out. You had to be a bit stupid if you actually brought it back. Or as you say, I can't find it, sir. Oh, all right, then we'll go and sit down. Remember the old days they used to use feather dusters? Hey, feather duster. Straight across. Either the back of the legs, the back side, or the tips of the fingers. Hey, they were the days. We used to have one. His name was Les Pearson. Dear Les. He was my, what do you call it? Technical drawing teacher. Could never understand tech drawing, but I do use it now. And he was that short. He used to, if he gave you the cane, he used to have to stand on a chair. He'd stand on the chair, and when he gave you the cane, he used to jump off the chair. So he'd jump up and he'd give you the cane on the way down. Oh dear, oh dear. That would put some people into therapy nowadays, wouldn't it? I've got a safe corner to sit in. Yeah, good on you. Could get a rant if we go down that road. It's absolutely unbelievable. I remember Stephen once, one of my other sons, he was doing law at high school. And he came in and he said something to Susie, and she said, I'll thump you. He said, if you hit me, I'm ringing the police because that's child abuse. She said, well, don't stop at the police. Ring up the funeral home too, because he'll be dead by the time the police get here. They don't breed them like that anymore. Thank goodness. Honestly, the grandkids that we have, they do not realise how good they've got it. Oh, you're being a bit hard on us. Oh, don't talk wet. Now, put that there. That's got a. Oh no, that's all right. Oh no, that's got. don't know. I think we go that way. Real maple. What are we up to? I just sort of. Have you tried honey or maple syrup from Canada? Yes, I like Stevens. Stevens maple syrup from Canada. It is gorgeous. We have it on pancakes when I get up early enough to make pancakes. And I remember I went out, took Anthony out bush once, and it was with Record Power. I had a great time out there with Mike Davies, Record Power, and took Anthony out. And we went to the local cafe in the town we were in. And for breakfast, Anthony, I said, well, have whatever you want, mate. And he had, what's it? Waffles, ice cream, bacon and maple syrup. And he just thought it was the bee's knees. Sue was horrified when we came home. But said, no, he chose it and he ate it all, so it's all good. Oh. I must admit, bacon and maple syrup, it is nice. But there's not much bacon doesn't go with. And I like it really crispy. Don't like this soggy stuff, and I don't like the stuff that doesn't have rind on it either. It's like light beer, skim milk, and decaffeinated coffee. What is the point? You might as well have soap that doesn't make suds. Oh. There you go. Ah. Hey, John, yeah, it's interesting with the native bees. They're different to the honey bees. The queen bee does not leave the nest. I think the average life of a bee is about 40 days or something. And the life cycle they go through is quite phenomenal. And yet the queen can live here, but she'll never leave the nest. Obviously doesn't have to. She's got everyone waiting on her. No, they are incredible things. And, you know, I was talking to a guy the other day, and he said something that was so true. He said the world needs bees and trees. I think he's pretty right. I've got worm farms too, but I'm not super impressed with them. They promise you, they'll get through all this stuff and they can do this. They're pretty slow working. The idea was to give them a lot of compost and that, but to tell you the truth, chickens clean it up quicker than anything else. There we go. That's down there, that's down there, there. Squeeze that up. Yeah. Oh, I love the one. I know I've had this one before. Just amazes me. You go in, you buy something. It's $21.75. So you give them a $50 note and $1.75, so you can get a $10 and a $20 back in change. And you're not ripping your pockets and losing your change when you sit down on a chair. It throws them in a spin. Oh, I had a bloke the other day. I went and bought, I won't tell you what I bought, but I went and bought something and gave him, it was $21.50, and I gave him 40, no, what did I give him? No, it must have been $50 and $1.50. And he was, no, couldn't cope. You're giving me too much. I said, yeah, I just want change. Well, what's the change? I said, it's $30. Oh, and you just, these are the people looking after us in our old age. Jeez, what's your medication? You don't know what you're going to be getting there. Crikey. No, I can't say that. There's a joke about that. Something to do with a nurse having to prick someone's boil, and they got it around the wrong way. Oh, medication. I don't know. I can empathise with you, Julian, when you say you rattle, though. It does have that effect sometimes. There we go. We'll do that one. Oh dear. No, 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 no. So you can tell I'm from my own amusement here. I've been going for 2 hours, but I'm getting work done, and I'm not talking to myself, which is another good thing. Oh, this is going to be so good. What's this, Trev? Hey, Julia, we have a couple of TVs in the house. She worked out if she pulls the plug on the TV in the bedroom, it turns all the others off. Well, there you go. A belt strap, yeah, that and the old razor strop. Nothing like it. Multi-purpose they were. Half the time they didn't even have to hit you. They just had to go and get it. That was it. The threat was enough. You remember that? I mean, a look. A look was enough to make you go, whoop, okay, shut up. Eat your greens. Don't make any comments. Just with the look. And Basil Fawlty in one of the Fawlty Towers, he's having a go about Sybil. And he says to the Major, have you ever seen my wife make toast? And the Major goes, no. And he said, oh. Not saying she's a dragon, but Prunella Scales, I used to love her. She's good value. There we go, another one. Gee, I'm going through these. Oh. What are my Trevor, my brother caught the duster in midair and threw it back. Yeah, what's the go with that? What is the go with that? We had an incident a couple of years ago before we were homeschooling the grandkids. I'm going to be nice. This person who's meant to have known better, supposedly an adult, questionably, working, employed by the education system, so I'll leave you up to what her classification would mean. Anthony was having a little bit of a meltdown because he suffers a bit from anxiety and what have you. And he got on the back of a chair and the chair's on the ground, he's just pushing like that. This particular person told everyone to get out of the room and locked Anthony in the room. You can imagine what that did to the poor kid. Now all of a sudden he's trapped as well. So anyway, we sort of wore that one down. And the next year, this same individual was having a rant at Anthony. And so Anthony walked out and locked her in the room. Guess what? He got suspended and she got cancelled. Go figure that out. Bunch of snowflakes. I'm not going there. Nah, I'm going to be good. But yeah, I mean, you know, you got an 11-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, you lock him in a room. Oh, that's right, and he got suspended. He got suspended because he was locked in the room. So then he turned around and did the same thing to this particular individual the next year, and he got suspended again and she got cancelled. Bloody cream puffs. Not going there. Oh, the old man's been on too long. He's starting to lose the plot. Don't care. Oh, dear. This is really good getting these done. Hello, that's me girl outside, I think. No, Susie, Snoopy. Hang on, I'll go and see if it is. Is that you, Snoop? Hey? What are you doing, girl? Oh. Wrong door, you silly girl. No. Oh, I don't know where she was. Oh, there she is. No. You want to come in for another feed? Hey, come in for another feed? Come on then. Come on. Hey, you're a good girl, aren't you? You know you're going to get fed if you come in here. Don't you? Hmm? Oh, there's Snoop as well. Yeah, come here, Snoop. There you go. Look at this. Both of you. You're getting a double treat here. They've worked out if they come into the shed, they get fed. Oh dear. Here. Don't fight. There you go. Here you go. Snoop and peanuts. Yeah. Here you go. They're much more fun than Bob. No, I don't think so. Can you just move, please? I'm trying to do a glue up. Thank you, if you don't mind. Oh, it's all happened. Here's the Animal Farm. George Orwell would be so pleased. No, I haven't got it on that one. There you go. Oh. What do you reckon? Is it good? Is it good? You're a good girl, both of you. Go get away from me glue pot. It's amazing. People say, oh, chickens are stupid. They're not. They worked it out. These girls are good too. They give me nice eggs. Don't you? Mm. What? Go on, you can have that bit. Go on. I'll put them out in a minute. I'll just glue this one up. Who would have thought chickens would be so much fun? They came out of the same, they're sisters. They came out of the same batch. You can tell they've got these beautiful white collars. There's one I had, she was dark chocolate brown with a white collar, and I don't know if a fox got her or whatever, but she disappeared. That's when I went and got these. You get it all here, don't you? You right, darling? It's a lot easier picking them up and putting them on the bench rather than getting... Would you get off there because you're going to change me settings? Yeah, good on you. No, you're going to go out in a minute. There you go. All right. Oh, hang on. Oh, she keeps changing the camera settings. No, what have we done? There we go. All right, I'm going to put them outside now. Come on, let's come. No, 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 no. We'll stay there then. Come on, Snoop. No, don't you start. Would you just settle down? For the worse than Bob. Hang on, I'll just take her out. Oh, come on, girl. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's a good girl. What? There's a good girl. Yeah, all right, I'll get her too. Come on. Come on, girl. There you go. Whoop. There you go. Shh, 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 shh. Yeah, it's all right. Thanks for coming in. There you go. You can go tell each other about your adventure. Yeah, they're following me back in. No. Stay out there, you rats. Oh, that was exciting. Oh, the glue. Good on you, Steve. Oh, that's true. Where did I go the other day? I went to buy something and said, oh, no, we don't accept cash. I said, well, that's all right. Just give it to me. I'll put a bank deposit in later. Yeah, that didn't go down real well either. It's happening. Oh, all the conspiracy theories are up there. Who knows? Now, where am I up to? Boom. They brought the law in saying can't hit the kids. Worst thing they did was... So, yeah, it's true. Yeah, good. I did an RSM in the Army, Regimental Sergeant Major. And he used to say that a pat on the back is the best character building you can ever give a child, providing that pat is low enough, hard enough, and often enough. No, he's not replacing the hive every 40 days. The bees are constantly... I'll see if I can get some footage of them. They're just amazing watching the structures they build. Oh, dear. Oh, I'll try a slice of beef sausage with maple down the middle. I'll give it a go. What was that, John? Oh, Cecil's just walked in. Oh, I'm going to get into trouble and there's a chance I'm going to get hit. Come over here, my darling.
Why would you get hit?
Well, I'm just pontificating.
Yeah, okay.
If you can navigate. Well, I just had 2 young chickens here, and now I've got an old chook.
Thanks.
It's all right. But you don't lay eggs, thank God.
Absolutely.
And I don't have to muck out the bed every couple of days, which is another good thing.
As well.
I'm not looking forward to that in later life.
No.
Anyway. Did you hear the latest?
What's the latest?
Luke's on his way out.
Now?
Well,
the other one's on their way up tomorrow.
Oh, that's it. We're going to have the whole family here. You better make some pies.
Well, I was asked if I could make some apple crumble, and I said, how about rissoles? And he went, yes, please.
He likes that. Oh, that's it. That's it. Going to have all my kids here. Awesome. I'm going on a holiday.
Lucky you.
I'm just reading this. You can say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm making quilts. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I told them about your machine, but it's going to be...
I was not happy chappy.
Did you have a wife today?
Why?
I don't know, it just seems you shrunk. Oh, no.
It's the grey hair.
You could really
it's
get...
the highlights.
I remember, not that I would do it now, but I remember, you seem to have lost weight. Oh no, there it is. Anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm like that, Randy. I like talking to myself. I have all the right answers, and that's I'm standing next to Susie, and she's smarter than me because she's always telling me I'm wrong. Yeah, that's not a bad thing either. Learn how to play darts. You're good at mental arithmetic. And you've got to, 51, 17, 9, 333. Yeah, no, you've got to do that.
I can remember playing darts once, and him and a friend had a little few sherbets, and
We were P.
yeah, you were, yeah.
Yes.
And his mate goes, "There you go, do that," and his wife threw it and went straight through his stuff.
Yeah, no, the lead up to that was because Susie's a good dart player. I want double top, just there, and she straight in the double top. And then Wazza thought it was a good idea, and his wife was a shocking dart player. And he said, "I want that," and it went straight into his thumb. The next morning he woke up and his thumb all ballooned up. And he said, "Oh, what did I do, Stevie?" I said, "You let your wife play darts." Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. Can't have an opinion about any. Keep it to yourself. Dear, oh dear. Did you make them a chicken cake? Yeah. Oh, I should show you the chicken cake, but I can't get the camera out there at the moment. Susie reckons it's a Hilton.
It is. The Hilton for chickens.
Oh, dear. It's rough, but it's all Western red cedar, which I couldn't have afforded, but it's off-cut from the bee boxes.
Hi,
So it's all
Trevor.
good. Oh, Julian. Matthew, get your dad another cup of coffee. Why did the dinosaur cross the road? Because chickens hadn't been invented. Brenda, need to make a cover so they do not catch the... Yeah, well, it's either that or I'll train them. But what it is, it doesn't matter. If you've got something slightly higher, they'll go to that higher position. Have we received a golden egg yet? No, we get a lot of double yolkers, though, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We got 17 chooks, and so far we've got 15 eggs.
Yes.
So things today,
That's today.
yeah. Julian says, "Hello, Sue, great to see you." Trev says, "Good day." Andy says, "Lovely to see you." Hello, John. I don't think you've spoken to John before. Brenda's...
Probably not.
No, they're close to us, isn't it, John? Mm-hmm. There you go. We want photos. What of the chicken coop? I'll do it. I'll do it in the next stream. Ben said, "Howdy." He's on the Gold Coast. He could pick your stuff up for you.
Probably could.
There you go. Well, I've done a heap of whatever I've done. Mm-hmm. Heap of bee boxes. I could, I don't know if these are going to do any more. Oh dear, I don't know if they're going to be big enough. Let me see. But yeah, no, he rang up and he needs him's dad because in his words, my partner's parents gave them a projector and they want to be lying in bed. No, don't look at me like that. No, don't. Because it's a family show. And he wants it so the projector can come up and then they can watch.
Watch movies in bed.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you use Netflix? I'm telling everyone about Resident Alien.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So funny.
It is. So how long ago did your boy ring you and
Oh, it would have been.
his dad?
It would have been half an hour ago and half an hour to get ready and an hour down here.
Okay.
So that would have been it should be here just after 2, I'm reckoning.
Yeah.
And so they can get their Chrissy presents.
Yeah.
That's it. All good.
Sounds good. All right.
You happy now? You happy or all your chillins are coming home to roost?
Yeah, I'm happy.
The ubiquitous mother, aren't you? But I tell you what, it's nice to have them here.
Yeah.
And then when they need something, it doesn't cost you as much. How the other children? They out of bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they'd be happy.
They've got appointments Monday, Tuesday.
Which one? Steve or?
Sydney.
Oh, I thought you meant the
No.
grandkids. No. I told them we were having to talk about the old days at school where you used to, Trevor said, teacher threw a blackboard duster at his brother. He caught it, threw it back and hit the teacher in the back of the head. And I said about Anthony when Charmer locked him in a room.
Yeah.
And then he did the same and he got into trouble. He really couldn't understand it, could he? He said, how come she did it to me? I get into trouble, I do it to her, and I still get into trouble.
Well, when young Steve was going to school, I took him to school this morning, and I was sitting out the front to see a chair come through the window of the high second story of the building.
Same teacher?
No, not
There
quite.
you go, you get a better quality of violence in a private school.
Yeah.
That sounds like rain, my sweet.
It does.
All right.
I'm going back to do it.
Okay, I'll see you soon. T-Bone just said hi, Sue.
Hi, T-Bone.
And John wants to know if you've done any new quilts. Yes. Once I get this shed tidy again, we can do show and tell again. So look, that rail's done now. They've been oiled.
Good.
So it's all good.
All right, dude.
All right, catch you soon.
Everyone else.
Can you, John, can you show candling to check it's old methods? Yeah, no, I don't have a rooster. Sue reckons there's too many males here, so we're not having roosters. So all mine aren't, they're infertile, so it doesn't matter. I guess we don't have to do that. But I remember you used to get a light box and you could roll them on the light box and you could see what was inside. Oh dear, I'm nearly finished. As soon as I run out of clamps, it'll do this little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be good to have all the chillins up here. And it's really started to bucket. I can hear it, which means I did the right thing by not doing any spray paint this morning. Oh, I don't know if this is going to fit. Is it going to fit? Or am I going to... All of that... Yeah, I've seen that place, Trev. I've been trying to get rid of Susie. I mean, I've tried to encourage Susie to go. Oh, dear. That must have rolled in. Must have rolled in the thickness of it, I think, because it's square. I had trouble with Trev with Sue and I nowadays. We don't want to go anywhere. Very happy staying at home. Although I was talking to Trent from Harold and Saxon Chisels the other day, and we might go on a timber trip. I said, so I'd like to do one more, just to know it was my final trip. I don't know if it will be, but I'd just like to get out bush again and swing a chainsaw. Queensland's opened the borders and we can get out to go to some of our favourite timber places. But I know just working around here, throwing a chainsaw around, I get knocked up a lot quicker than I used to, that's for sure. Oh, I've got 3 more to go here and then that is going to be it. Oh, look at that, and I've got 3 left. Excellent. Yeah, I don't reckon that doesn't matter, I suppose. Machine them down, they'd be good. As I said before, sometimes it's more important the job gets out than the job is perfect. Depending, I mean, honestly, the bees don't care, providing they've got a roof over their head and they're free from pests. Although I did get an invasion of ants, not in one of the hives, but it was in one of the boxes that was closed off from the hive. So I've got to work on that little scenario so it doesn't happen again. Oh dear. Too much glue on that. The bed is coming along great, John. I've done a lot more on it today, and I was going to do some more spraying today, but the weather being what the weather is, I didn't. But it's going to look pretty spectacular, I can tell you. I want to get the frame part at least up by the end of next week with the mattress on it. So at least we can sleep on it. And then I'll get to doing the other parts as we go. I've got to check my batteries on my mic too, because I know I was down to 2 bars. Oh, I'm getting pretty low. Hang on, I'll just change the batteries over. We'll go silent there for a second. So if I've got any. No, can't find any, so that's it. So we're going to go dead very soon, so I think that could be a good time to cut this off. So my batteries are nearly gone. I've only got a couple of these to do, and then I'm out of here anyway. So with that being done, oh, water tanks are filling up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That being done, this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying thank you everyone for your patience and your company and chat, and I hope you have a good day. And let me just clean this off and say this is Steve pulling the shed door down, saying remember to keep it sharp, and more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself, be kind to each other, and I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench again very, very soon. Until then, stay safe, keep occupied, and enjoy whatever you're doing. God bless. I'll catch you all later on. Bye for now.